Oh. Oh. Woo! What? Yeehaw, giddy up. What are some cowboy phrases I can say? Uh, get along, little doggy. Hey, yeehaw, hoo, yeah, hoo ha, wah. Yeah, yeah, that's right. We're gonna play some Evil West, and then after that, we're gonna play Trombone Champ, as it's become a weekly tradition for me, where I want to just play a trombone. That weird that I have so much fun with that game that I just want to play it all the time now. It, I blame Junichi mostly for this because he showed me that Discord that's become a treasure trove of modded songs. I have so many to show you guys. There's 14 players. There are a lot that I have, and oh boy, it's exciting to see the songs that got added, man. I am very excited for this. Like there's a lot to get to look forward to. Like a treasure trove, nonstop silliness. Also, I haven't set up this game to appear on screen yet, so we're gonna do that together. Be a little editing experience for all of us, as you all see what I have to do constantly. Oh God, it's already loud. It's already so loud. Lower it. Lower it immediately. We'll worry about changing the volume later. Don't want it to blow up people's eardrums. Not up. Could it appear? My cursor's a gun. Bang. 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 It was actually pretty easy to set up. Options, as always, we check to see. Not changing that. We're going to check to see settings that I'm interested in. Subtitles on. Okay, arachnophobia. We can put arachnophobia on because I know some people deal with that. There we go, guys. Look, you can deal with spiders and remove a good chunk of them. Isn't that awesome? I think the game is too quiet now. I was too afraid of the opening and the volume a little too much. That seems reasonable. Okay. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! let's see, difficulty. Hard, evil, evil. Okay, normal difficulty is the one authors designed for desired player experience. Hard difficulties for the challenge seekers. Evil difficulties, tough as it gets. You can choose it right away, but it's not recommended for the first playthrough. Oh, we'll be nice to ourselves. I'll just put it on hard. True death. Upon death, your entire progress is deleted. I feel like if I wanted to, I would do this. Evil, and then put that on. Game reminds the players of the most important skills and actions, just in case they're not utilized. Yeah, sure. Game has permadeath though. That's actually pretty cool. Combat, aim support, assisted. Makes it easier to snap on the target when the weapon is drawn, without any automation. I'll leave it assisted for now because I'm playing on controller, so that'll probably just make it a little bit easier on us. Hey Clef. Also, hey Clef, hey Lumi, hey Rob. Hey Kaya. Just the whole progress. Yeah, your whole save file just gone. Just.
Since the
Praise
time
be the God
of the
Emperor.
founding fathers, dark forces have been preying on America.
Oh.
As the fight against these vampires continued, a secret organization has trained people with remarkable skills.
Oh.
The agent's duty is to protect ordinary people from the forces of evil.
Okay. Oh man. Locomotion. Look at that locomotive train. Yeah. Henry, how are you? Persephone, what a nice name for a train.
Chester's in a chattier mood than your sour ass. Don't worry about the other boy. Dynamite's a great conversation starter.
Songs are out, so you need to play it now. Yes, you're right. You need to play it right now.
Dynamite.
Hey Toxin, how are you?
None too chatty with his guts sprayed all over a train carriage.
I know how to shape an explosion, Edgar.
Unless there's a cowboy called Jesse. There probably is, like that one right there.
It's coming.
Well, Ed's in this apparently. Good job, Starman.
Now!
And this is why they don't build trains over those anymore. This is like that.
Harrow's not gonna be happy about the bridge.
Jesse.
Darryl
Can't believe Jesse's in this.
He's the Secretary of War, not the Secretary of Bridges. Let's go have a look-see. I go high.
Hello. You go high. I go high too. Hello. Alright. Oh man, okay. After playing Callisto Protocol, I expected to move around with all the grace of a person walking through a molasses. I feel like I run. Oh, I can fly like a gazelle. Look at me. So agile. I don't know what that button is doing. Oh, we got a melee button. This game does have co-op too. Unfortunately, I'm playing it alone. Hotfix came right. Yep.
Nah, it's not that bad. I'm almost there.
Oh, at least this game looks beautiful. Very smooth. Digging the way it looks. I would like the way this character looks, considering he's wearing mostly red and black. You know, as is tradition. Those are our colors. I don't know what that button is doing, but
Let's give it a try.
places allowed to perform special actions. Walk up, press A. Yeehaw! I go back up. Yeehaw. Oh, the money is bucks. Good. You know, that's what I call dollars anyway. I call them bucks.
Stop whining and start moving.
Oh, I have a sprint button.
Shit.
That's pretty nasty. And I just can't get away from games where I just punch stuff. Melee combat, huh? Lore! That's not the... Lore. Lore right there. Where's lore? Hold on. Yeah, lore. Infected vessel. Ugh. Thing's nasty. Sanguisuge family tree. The process of their change was hindered by either an unsupported blood type or general hereditary shortcomings. Unsuccessful transformation deprives the vessels of their humanity and leaves them with an intense craving for blood. Due to the underdeveloped vampiric structure of their jaw, the vessels can't puncture the skin of their prey to suck their blood. So they brutally mutilate their victims and lick the blood from any open wound. Jeez. Pretty crazy description, though. Whee! Evasion. Double tap to roll away. Hello. Oh, you can tell when something's like about to hit because of that glow. Okay. Whatever I'm hitting them with, it feels very satisfying to punch. That's just my fists. Wait. I think that's my gauntlet. Like, you see how it has those two things on the side? I think they come out whenever I'm about to punch. Or like a super punch. That's pretty dope. Money! I'm rich!
Finders keepers.
Yeah! Dude. I don't know why, but after playing... I mean... Callisto Protocol looked amazing, and it still does. This game also looks pretty dope. Got a very good aesthetic. Oh no, not this again, where I have to decide which way to go. At least... No, he's dead. Poor guy. Oh, I have a kick button. Look at that. Game could have told me about that. Now I can do punch kicks. Like... Oh. Okay. That lore?
1857, 1864, 1881. Arranged in order of vintage like fine wines.
Mmm, the blood. Hey Dan, what's up?
Dead. Fuck.
I have a potty mouth. I need to clean my mouth up with soap.
Better make all this worth our time, Chester.
How you doing, Dan? Ew. I just can't stop playing games where everything's just covered in webs. That's what I was just trying to do. Press right bumper while dodging forward. Close the gap to the enemy and attack immediately. Okay. Ow. Really does feel good to do that, though. And yeah, these things are basically just punching bags. They offer absolutely like no resistance to me just wailing on them. It just feels good. Medication dispenser built within the gauntlet can be used to heal. Press B to heal. Okay. Apparently getting hit takes a lot out of you. So again, just like in Oh, a lot of these types of games, you don't want to get hit. Not gonna be able to. You have COVID? Oh no! Sorry, dude. Are you feeling okay? What are your symptoms? Are they severe? Stay safe, alright, man? Most enemies can be uppercut with a powerful gauntlet punch. Hold right bumper for an uppercut. Hitting the enemy with right bumper to keep it airborne. Oh, so I can do some Tekken stuff. Oh, you can follow up that same punch too. Ow. Hey, don't do that. I don't know if you guys can hear the noises it's making, but it sounds like some kind of like pinball machine when I hit stuff, and I don't know if that's super gratifying to me. This game, I finished it last week, fun romp. It seems really fun. Like, Solio, I'm just gonna say this right now, but like, combat fluidity and everything, there are ways to play Callisto Protocol that make it very fluid, but this game feels much better to play melee-wise. And I've barely done any melee combat yet.
Money.
It also has co-op. Yes, I want to play the co-op with somebody. If I can find someone else to play this with, I would just do it, the rest of it on stream. 100%, because this just feels great. I mean, I've barely done it. Cannonball. Hold left bumper and left stick up and right bumper to cause an enemy and follow it with a cannonball punch. Cannonballed enemies can be killed by environmental hazards. Okay. So like if I approach this guy from over here, just like that. Okay. Ah. 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 That felt good. I mean, I can, but I'm pretty boring. Are you, though? Remember that time we played, what was it, Nwatu together? Nwatu wasn't boring. I had fun with that. Nwatu was very fun for me. Yeah, yeah. Yeehaw. Whee! Try it, sure. Look at this dude. Interrupting enemy attacks with a kick. Enemy special attacks are deadly and unstoppable by regular means.
Where the hell did you get that slicer?
Ow. Ow. Yes, they are. They are unstoppable. Get close to a near-death enemy and execute them in spectacular fashion. Approach the glowing yellow enemy and press right bumper for the final blow. Finishers are rewarded with health pickups. Oh! Okay. Cool. Nice. More lore. I love lore. Oh, what's this? Costumes? This game has cosmetics? They actually do anything? These oversized cannibalistic predators are native to the Genu tribe of North America and are known for their unusually large physiques, not physics. Recent decline in their population inspired them to make a deal with the Sanguisujas. Yes, costume stuff you can find. Oh, sick. You love me some cosmetics. Something that I feel like most survival horror games are lacking on. This isn't survival horror, by the way. This is more like an action brawler. But it has, like, enough of that, like, horror tinge that I like it a lot. That guy has a gun. I don't like that. Man has a gun. Oh, wait. Yeah, help me out. Use the gun. Never mind. Do you have a gun? You're awesome. Dang it, I wasn't kidding about the insta-kill thing. Yikes.
Much better.
Yeah. Ow. And just like in Dark Souls, it actually matters which way you dodge. If you just dodge, you're gonna get beat up. Can I just do that as many times as I want? I don't think out of my ES stuff. The broken shit. Well, that's cool. Yeah, they mentioned that in the thing that they sent me when they were talking about how co-op works. I was like, oh, sweet. I have 2 paths. Seems like the path it wants me to go, so let's go this way first. Is there a map? I don't think there's a map. There's no map. Out of combat areas, you can heal as much as you want. Ah.
Jesus.
I saw that there was an evil difficulty.
Worst damn barbecue ever.
So there's like,
boyo, guess who's riding in
Oh.
first class and responsible for the biggest delivery in gathering history? Remember when the dream of attending the gathering was just
yeah, but there's
that?
also the if you die
Wishful
once, the
thinking.
game ends
But I am on
mode.
my way, soon to be
Your save is
hobnobbing
erased.
with the creme de la creme, the oldest, the wisest, the most powerful.
I can imagine it's rough,
This
especially with
is where
that
it
stipulation
begins.
of the game
If I
deletes
play this
itself.
right, in 100 years, I'll be the one being catered to by
That one
human
seems nuts.
douchebags like you. That's it for now. I must bid you adieu. There's still much to do, and I can't louse this up. Yours truly, Chester, the Catering King.
Ah. All right. Yeah, I was wrong. Or both ways go the same way. I like that the chains kind of indicate where you can go. Oh. Tap for single shots or hold it for fanning shots. Doesn't require aiming, can reload automatically once the cylinder is emptied. What?
Now that's what I call a game changer.
What you doing there, you dipshit?
Thank you. Ow. Eh. Whoa. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Thank you for not interrupting me. Oh. Hello?
I bet one good punch could get me through. Got through.
Oh, he was right. It took one punch. Okay. Oh, I can only go through that way. The way I came from is now gone. So, I continue. Around for interaction, press A to create a passage. Like that. I've made a path. And so the chains kind of just help you figure out where you can go. I mean, I'm fine with it.
Let's dance.
Whee! Hold right trigger. Oh, look at that. I was wondering if I could do that just by like meleeing and then hitting the revolver button.
I can smell you, Chess, you lousy skunk.
Hello? What the money's for, we'll find out later.
Come here.
There we go. Hey, cowboy stuff is always cool. Especially, this is odd because this isn't the first time I've seen a train get blown up that's filled with a bunch of dead people that vampires are trying to run in the, like, the old west.
Mind if I join you?
Because another time that I remember this happening was in Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, oddly enough. There's a lot of them. Oh, and they warn you if something's trying to attack you from the side. That's actually really nice. Yeah.
Jesus, Hector, watch out!
Oh. Good morning, Allie. Never seen that movie, but honestly, westerns always need cowboys, trains, and slang blowing up. They sure do. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is hilarious, but also amazing. I feel like it's something that we should watch at some point. Did that work at all? Not really. I feel like I can only really hurt this. I think it's more the dynamite. I'm not really doing anything. That felt very gratifying.
All right, Chester. Now I'm pissed. Then let's get that son of a bitch.
Nasty. How you doing, Allie? Welcome to the Evil West. Again, said hi before, now I'm saying hi again. More lore? Just more descriptions on what I just beat up. Carrying a husk. Failed experiments, an early attempt to accelerate the change. Skin calcifies into a hardened husk that gradually starts to rot from the inside out. Massive boils that erupt consist of blood and bone marrow that weaker vampires can consume to sustain themselves. Some say the nutrition afforded allows them to survive for a couple of minutes in the sun. Due to their enormous endurance, carrying husks are tasked with protecting vampiric nests. Awesome. You love vampire games, or games that have vampires in them.
Young Rentier, still on your father's leash, I see.
Doesn't even care, just punches him
On your way
immediately.
to the gathering, Chess. What's this? Catering?
Why, I have no idea what you're...
That big shiny ball out there is no good for your sensitive skin.
The sun's not to know what they'll do to me.
Fun game. Let's test that theory.
Look No, Richard, stop! Belmontville! The gatherer's in Belmontville!
Oh, okay.
Excellent choice, Chester. And since you're feeling so damn helpful, we're gonna be needing a guide. Consider it a promotion. Dipshit.
Belmontville's
Cousin?
a long way from
Oh, I
the
fed
manor.
Ruby,
We're on a clock here.
and I just
Been
took her
on
out on a
the bottom
walk.
for 3 months. What's another few hours?
Have it your way. But your father's gonna have your ass as an ashtray if we don't make that presentation.
You're retired. What's he gonna do? Fire you?
Assuming that if you were playing with a friend, one of them would play him. Want me to look at it? Yes, please. Washing machine is driving me crazy.
Belmontville Mines, huh? Oh, we're gonna be walking blind into a damn maze.
And if our tick friend here is telling the truth, Debano's gonna be right in the middle of it.
I don't think I'm in a position to lie, do you?
That's the spirit, Chester. Now you lift those fancy illusions, and who knows? Maybe you'll make it out of this after all.
The glamour! I... Even I have my limitations, Mr. Gravener.
You want a limitation? How about walking around without a head?
Crawling with familiars. No question.
And where do you think you're going?
Judging by that tone of yours, sounds like I'm making sure Fancy Pants here doesn't make a run for it.
In broad daylight. That's why we need familiars. I'm starting to question your qualifications for this job.
Those ass-licking tick lovers should be shot on sight. What the hell? Maybe we can play with dynamite out here, too. Right, Jess? I'll make you a new waistcoat.
I don't
Ooh,
believe
donuts.
my tailor would like that.
See? You're bonding already.
Aw, best friends.
Eat me.
Ooh, a rifle. Thank you for just letting me look at the guns. I appreciate how amazing they look.
That gathering won't find itself, you know? Move it.
Oh, you heard the man.
I'm taking it.
Huh. This does just look like America in the West.
You know the can is right there in front of you.
Oh, shut up. I told you my sight's not recovered after the change.
Hey, so you're telling me it's not the booze?
Nice aim. Bang. Oh, nice. Good shots. Shoot glowing weak spots and deal severe damage. Okay. Oh. Bang. I'm assuming that I can shoot them in Bang. When it's glowing like that, or dodge probably. I don't know how I missed all those. I did bad. Ew. That was my bad. Serving gunslingers. They help vampires accomplish things they can't accomplish themselves. For example, any activity that can only be performed during the day. Give their lives to their masters. Often they let their masters feed on them, which creates an even deeper bond. Familiars hope that one day their masters will turn them into vampires. However, they are usually disappointed as that gift is rarely given. Oh. Snap. Okay.
Family of Calvert. Another tick wannabe. Well, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, what's up here? Can I go back? No? Whoops. Whoopsies. No. Oh, unless I could go back this way. No. Oh well, I found a chest. I'll make up for it.
All mine.
Yeehaw? Anybody home? Wait. Okay, the bullets just come back. That was a big boom, it sure was. That was a big thing of TNT. This thing was massive. I don't know why, but looking at this makes me think of Borderlands. It's because it's a very barren area, but you know, I was this area during this time. That kind of makes sense. Bro.
I'm gonna hang your head on a wall. Target practice. Get that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's nice. There's like gunplay segments and then also melee combat. And you can probably, you know, obviously do whatever you want for any of these. That's still really dope.
Okay.
Hey, Cinder! Cinder! Oh, thank you for the raid, Cinder. What's up? I didn't notice that. My bad. How was your stream, dude? Servant sharpshooter. Much like the brute, servant sharpshooters are also allowed to participate in nightly communion. Like the brutes, however, the ritual requires them to have foul vampiric blood sprayed into their eyes. Parasitic leech-like bug that lives in the blood burrows into their eyeballs, changing its color and shape, allowing the servant sharpshooters to look further into the distance and see in the dark. Okay, crazy. Great, I didn't have to do anything. What do you mean you didn't have to do anything? You're playing D&D. To do something. Or do you mean like nothing that your character could do to help? Play as the landlord and make apartments, I've realized. I really love busy walls. What do you mean busy walls? I mean like the design on the wall is just very busy. It just makes you feel better. And hello everyone from Cinder Stream, it's great to meet you. We're currently playing The Evil West right now. My name is Zyros, and I am a just a dude who likes streaming and playing games with people and hanging out.
Smells of ticks. Gathering must be close by.
Did you guys know that Cinder and I are going to be playing a game together soon? With Kim? The Kim? Cinder, did you tell them? What game? Borderlands 3. Streaming the Ravenheart campaign, which is not my campaign, but it's related to Hope's campaign. I've been streaming it and recording it for our DM. Oh, cool. No, because you don't tell me things like this. Cinder, it's funny, Cinder, you contacted me and I was like, man, I really want to play a game with Cinder. But what could we play together, huh? And then he's just like, you want to play some Baldur's Gate 3? I was like, oh, sure. In case you don't like spiders, you can disable them in the game's menu. Well, we disabled them. So,
Fucking
no
maze.
spiders.
Gotta be a way out, though.
That's so nice that you can disable that. We'll update in like a week, yeah. 10 days. Yeah. Word campaign stop sounding like a real word. Campaign? I mean, it sounds like a lot like champagne. It does, doesn't it? Campaign, champagne. Anyone want to get some campaign? Campagne? Say like 3 more times and then you'll go down a rabbit hole. Campaign, campaign, I'm in pain. Dang. And I wonder what this area would look like if it had spiders in it. We'll never know now, but that's okay. You think I'd be like fist fighting spiders? That is a very bold decision though to just... If they are like spiders that I would fight to just be like, yeah, you can just get rid of all of
that
them.
Looks about right.
In case someone has like a really bad arachnophobia. But I think that's a good choice. Let people decide that. 'Cause I know there are people here who don't like spiders much. Jesse. Yeah, Vivi, exactly. Like, Jesse would hate that, so this is perfect for him. I was actually thinking of, like, telling Jesse, like, if this game goes on sale, because I know he probably can't and wouldn't want to get this on full price because he has games to play already. But if it goes on sale, you should totally check this out. I'm sure that him and Sam would enjoy this a lot. Darius is a cowboy. Yeehaw. Howdy there, partner. There's a mode in the options to turn off the spiders, so do it. I did. I turned off the spiders.
My last dime to Bono's here somewhere.
No, I turned them off. Spiders are off. What was that? Satisfactory alternate spiders are worse than the actual spiders.
Great.
What, the what? What the heck are those?
You seeing this too? Take it off.
Mr. Rentier, on a first date? What do you take me for?
You're right. Maybe a little lighting to set the mood.
No, no need. I see it now. Of course. The glamour. I'm on it.
Today, Chester.
Please, I need to concentrate. It's not that easy to sever the illusion from its source.
Oh, did they mess up his mustache?
What's the source?
Did it not?
You don't want to know.
Glamour.
Sanguis.
Also, are you guys ready for some silly trombone champ action later? Tolio, when you played this, what'd you think of it, like, all the way through? Did you enjoy yourself?
I'll be damned. You know what? Let's switch. I'll take the explosives, you get to Bono.
Is this about the bridge?
It's not about the bridge.
Got the damn train, didn't I?
Yeah. Ooh. And I'm only asking because I feel bad. It was a fun romp. Yeah, I feel bad. As much as I enjoyed Callisto Protocol, like, I feel like this game is probably just functionally better. The gameplay loop has so far been more fun. Oh, what if I try shooting him in the head? Yeah, that really screws him up. Ooh. Ow. That was mean. Man. It's Devil Mike Cowboy. Dude, this game feels amazing. Only issue I had was recycled. Enemies get recycled a bit by the end. Ah. Listo is not cowboy. Checkmate atheist. Could you imagine if this was the same game? Oh, can I step in the blood? No. Man. Do I make footprints? No. Darn. Also, hey Junichi. Junichi, are you ready for Trombone Champ? So much tromboning. Okay. And I should have utilized the age of TNT in some way. TNT in this game is amazing, and I love the coloring of that. What do you mean? What does that mean? My death has been constantly put off for this moment. Oh, I didn't realize, What? Wait, I can't. Okay, cool. What you can have for skills. What? Is there customization with the skills? Things that I can do? Because so far, like, all the options I have for, like, punching and stuff feels really great.
But that's something.
And I like that ammo is just kind of unlimited. That feels really good. Compared to feeling like I'm choking to death because I have no ammo.
It's hard to compete against the species that keeps on growing and advancing with their technology, creating new and more dangerous weapons of war and other engineering marvels. As I see it, the real struggle is nature versus technology.
Well, did you guys know that we're also doing giveaways today? Hold on, I need to enable that.
We have allowed those naturally subordinate to us to transform.
I almost forgot to enable the tool for that. Thank you for reminding me,
If we don't alter this trajectory,
actually,
eventually they will murder us all.
Sorry, that shouldn't be up right now. Immersion breaking. My bad. There, it's gone. Okay. Yeehaw. Okay, if anyone types in yeehaw, you'll be entered in the giveaway. There we go. The giveaway is whoever wins $20 or whatever they want. That's it. Yeah, yeehaw, just like the first yeehaw, old. Yeah. Once we're done with this segment, we'll do the first giveaway. $20 of nickels, sweet. Maybe I should have some kind of stipulation against this. Just realized who I have to deal with. This might get a little dicey. I expect $20 in pennies. But the finest for my friends. Oh. Someone say they're thirsty? What do you think their like weak point is for their limbs? Oh, level up. Level. New perks are unlocked with each level up. You can activate a perk by allocating perk points. Later on, you'll be able to reset your perk points and spend them again, free of charge. Activate a perk now. Kick off and hero punch deal additional splash damage to all nearby enemies. Dang, okay. This. Ending the next melee combo attack right when the previous one connects deals 30% increased damage and makes the next punch faster. Dealing damage with the gauntlet reduces the cooldown of the healing dispenser. No. No. I want this. Yeah, that sounds very rewarding. What, you forcing me to pick this? I don't want to. Stop. I don't want it though. I want the other one. No. No. Hey, you right. I need a small child the old boy at. Owie. Rude. That's pretty dope. Very nice that if I so choose, I could just go straight ranged on everything. Oh, there's TNT in this corner? Darn. I did not realize. Ooh, chest. Okay, I doubt that a lot of people played this, but who's played the Dark Pictures anthology games? You know, the Until Dawn people. They made the House of Ashes. I get vibes of that by looking at this right there. This is a cool look. It's actually really cool, and that's the one reason why there was TNT. Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to play this. Is because I just knew that I would like the overall design aesthetic of it a lot. Apparently if you shoot them right as they're about to shoot you, they'll just pop. That's good. New lore. We love lore. New environment design meets Tomb Raider. Yeah! A peculiar name first appeared in print in 1887. A newspaper article told the tale of a hunting party who encountered a flying monster in the wilds of New Jersey. The writer dubbed it the Screeching Devil. An RI agent picked up on the nickname, and the moniker stuck. These winged and fast-moving creatures emit a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream that serves as a warning to any nearby Sanguisuge and alerts them to danger. Screeching devils often fly together in flocks, and the sound they make can be deafening to those who would do them harm. The wilds of New Jersey. Yeah. And you know me, I'm always down to like play new IPs, just to not just to support them, but because if we can help promote these games and show people like new games and the way that they look, then heck yeah. Because I feel like a lot of time I know there's a comfort and familiarity, and then people don't really want to branch out and check out other games. But sometimes it's good to do that because, I mean, later generations, what are they going to play? The same thing that we did? The game wants me to go that way, I think. We'll go this way. Go the way that the game didn't say. I feel like I missed something down there. I'm glad this game exists. I am too!
Not enough.
Dang. Done by the Shadow Warrior guys. Really? They need a win. They do! I'm gonna, after this is done, I'm gonna be like, hey yo people, check this game out. Because right now I'm loving this game's aesthetic and everything about it. Super big win. Okay, I don't know what went on there, but yeah. Considering the fact that we're still playing the Oregon Trail in Skyrim. Yeah, the Oregon Trail just made a new Oregon Trail. Or there's a new Oregon Trail game.
We are a unique species, brothers and sisters.
That's what I mean, Cloudy.
We are not bred
It's nice to see new
that
IPs,
way.
kick it off and
We come
start
to
up and
life when we accept
Oregon
the
Trail?
gift
Dude,
of change.
have you played Oregon Trail
Our
before?
powers are many, and they
So much
have
fun.
served us well. The art of glamour
Oregon Trail,
has
but
given us safety through
gore.
secrecy. But I am afraid we are
Yeah, Oregon.
becoming the
Yeah.
victims of progress. Sooner or later, human technology will find a
Like
way
Death Road to
see
Canada.
past our illusions. They will expose and demonize us and make us their ultimate enemy. Inevitably, we will become their inferiors.
Oh dang. Oh, another thing that I want to talk about.
Jesus, it's huge. When did they build this?
I know, right?
And how?
It was giant. I'll play that on stream. We probably will. Someone was asking, because of the Google form that I posted with the quiz questionnaire. A lot of you really liked it, and some people wanted to see more just everything questions about the Zaibatsu. And I was like, you know what? You want everything questions? We can do everything questions. You want taper facts? We'll do taper facts. You want the origin of the stick? We'll do the origin of the stick. I have a ton of things that we can put in there. And I also have, obviously, help from... Oh, you can't shoot them while you're in a different... Oh, that's smart. Deep Discord lore. Yeah, deep Discord lore. And people really like Twitch clips. But the thing that I wanted to mention was someone was like, can we do a Christmas, like, community game thing? And I was like, I want to do more community games. The hard part with doing community right now is getting people together. Because everyone's always so dang busy now. Not like I can really blame them. I've been so preoccupied, where I was for a long time, doing my own stuff, and mostly taking care of my mom, that a lot of the people who would like hang out for like community stuff, they're all doing their own thing now. It's not like I blame them for that. It's not like I could have expected people to sit around and wait for me to not be busy, right? That would have just been rude. And I'm not mad at anyone or anything. I'm just saying that it's hard to do those now. It's just hard to get people together, that's all. You know? But I would love to do more. Especially on Christmas. It's the best time to bring people together. Holidays, baby. Get together with the people you love. And miss all your shots. Game gave me an achievement called Pointless Violence. Hey, you're not busy yet? Christmas community event, Valheim server. We could do Valheim. I wouldn't even mind like gifting out a few copies of it so people could play with us. Oh, it's so red. So red and beautiful. This game's color scheme is red, black, and that weird like deepish green that's very popular with like certain characters. Like think of the Alchemist, the Plague Knight. I think of Plague Knight. Plague Knight's a good example of what I'm talking about. You are in a cave of vampires. Yeah, what kind of colors am I expecting here? Sunshine and rainbows? Yes, actually. Yeah, it's Christmassy. Oh my god, this game is Christmassy. You're right. It's Christmas. Could you come over here this way? Oh, there's two of them. Oh. Over this way, please. Right about right here. No? I'll just shoot you with this gun. Thanks. Ow. But you guys are a little too big for me to hit that, so that's why I keep missing. Oh. Hey, come here, please. Silly hobbitses. I deserve that. The birthday Oregon Trail stream confirmed. No. When it happens, it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna tell people when it's gonna happen. AKA, don't worry about it. There, that's what I wanted to do this whole time. Ow. No! Mind moving over here, please? I really can't forget about the that knockup. Ow. Whoa! It hit me! No! Oh, I'm sad now. Do you want to play it on your birthday? Because I'm saying we could just play it whenever. Surprised you're not gonna tell me, but just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Zoom. Ow. was the Game Boy. You.
Open that gate somehow.
Speaking of which, when other people have things that they want to do for their birthdays, let me know, guys. I know I do the shoutouts and have the Discord set up for those, but if people want to do anything else, let me know.
Yeah.
But some of you might have noticed, but I like messaging people and going like, hey, do you want to do anything for your birthday? I legit love celebrating birthdays. My birthday is next month. Yeah, just let me know if you want to do anything for your birthday then, old. I love celebrating people's birthdays.
Looks even
Hey, let's go.
close. Well, let's crash their little party.
Giveaway. Oh, wait. No, it's not jam. Hold on. That whole command doesn't make sense. I didn't actually update it. I just put it in the thing. The command right now is yeehaw. Hold on. Uh-oh, I have to go and open MooBot. He never celebrates my birthday. Do you want to celebrate your birthday? Did I bribe him? Oh, this is true. Like, but I thought he doesn't like celebrating it. Type Virtuous East to enter the raffle. No, Yukari, no. No, actually, yes. He doesn't celebrate mine either. Okay. Bullet is akin to Deer X. A grenade is to whom it may concern. Yep, pretty much. Yeehaw! Not that many yeehaws. No, they're yeehawing. They're yeehawing. They're hee-hawing so hard. It's yeehaw. Just one yee. Look at all those haws. You yeed your last haw, pilgrim. Kaye. Despacito. Yeet-haw? Yeah. Okay. It is just, it's this. What do I actually type? It's this much yeehaw. It's just that yeehaw. It's not that much of an emphasis on the yeehaw. But how about for this rest of the stream, I just start talking like this? And Zaros entered his own giveaway. Yeah, but I can take myself out of that, don't you worry, Pilgrim.
We consider ourselves proud hunters.
It's a good thing I can remove myself from any of my own
But that pride
giveaways.
sometimes prevents us from
So there's no
growing as a
chance that I can win.
species. Internal divisions
See,
have
it's not really that
weakened
big of
us.
a problem.
Our numbers dwindle, while their numbers
Hey, why are
grow.
you leaving the
But it's not
stream?
too late.
You not
We
like
can
being
still
around me.
survive, but to do so,
As we say in
must
the
be ready to
bayou,
adapt.
bye.
We cannot be
you.
too proud to evolve.
Hey, Krev, how you doing? Great to see you. I'm kinda turned on by this voice now. Well, I was gonna keep talking like this, but thank you. My face is turning red. Howdy, ma'am. Nice to make your acquaintance. Hey, I don't know why. I mean, I do like doing voices. I wasn't really expecting to do this, but it's just for fun, you know? Who doesn't like doing some voice work every now and then? Yo, Krev, if you haven't played this game before, I totally recommend it. I barely started playing it, but I'm already having a blast.
We need to leave the shadows.
Yes, I made a pun. It was a fantastic pun, I gotta tell you what, you son of a bitch.
Once our veil of secrecy is
I loved hearing that.
lifted, we won't stand a chance.
It looks pretty sick so far, yeah. I think this game flew under a bunch of people's radars because the Callisto Protocol came out and God of War. So, you know, you also had Pokemon going on. A lot of people really didn't pay much attention to it, but aesthetically, it makes me think of like Blade meets what? The Old West. I think it's a really cool idea.
The wolves
things go
Red Dead
hung,
2? Yeah, Red Dead 2.
yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty. If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
And so, you propose war.
War suggests there is
Who's this
a
little kid?
chance we might lose. I propose we strike. With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
She reminds me of that kid from Resident Evil 7. What was her name again? Evie?
Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition,
I can remove people from the giveaway super easy. Don't worry.
if we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will not allow you and your master greed to
We hay.
into annihilation. Peter Daban, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind, I sentence you and your line to the true death.
True death? That doesn't sound very good.
I told you, Father. They wouldn't listen.
We had to try, Felicity Mikata. Our work will be a lot easier if we can help them understand. If we can't,
Then we force them to.
Howdy. What's a fake death? Well, that's a good question. Now, if there's anything people want me to say while I'm talking like this, go ahead and just put it in quotation marks. But please don't make it some long-winded copy pasta. Well, that's not good. Jack Black imitating Dwayne Johnson. Small death. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. Ow. You died. I died doing something silly. Ow. Oh, I think we're dead. Nearly dead. Not dead. Ow. I am playing on hard, by the way. Oh, yeah, we're probably gonna see me die a lot. Ow. Yay. Ah. Shoot him. Ah! Be gone. Oh, he healed during that. I see. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? No! Don't heal. Stop that. Ooh! That hurt. Bang. Eat hog. You son of a bitch. That's pretty dope.
Think you could have brought a bigger knife?
Some people get a gold watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
This movement indicates that this person is still
Should
alive.
have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Now that is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
After the destruction of the Belmontville... Oh, man, it's gone. Yes, they took his head. They need it. It's important.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
James Harrow. The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper. As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble. Feed him well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
Exactly, old.
You're not staying
They're
for the
cowboy
presentation?
Belmonts, you're right.
The whole institute is in town.
I'll pass on the court.
This is Castlevania in the Old West.
I don't need another retirement lecture. Here, take this to your father before it wakes up and starts cursing us all to high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for swilling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting away from a final drink with me afterwards.
When they were going to Belmontville. I don't know, it went right over my head. Raid the first spark. Belmontville Temple. Jesse and Edgar head back to the manor. They carry with them a trophy of vampire nobility, the head of Peter Debano. Wild Westvania. Ah, that's great. Wild Westvania. Oh, you can see how many of the things that you missed. And you can replay the missions, so you can go pick them up. Oh, that's super cool. That's actually really nice. So we're missing one gun, and then one other melee weapon. Okay.
Home sweet home.
Good morning, sir.
Can't remember the last time we gathered together in the manor.
Funny.
I'll take that.
Might as well walk around and see if I can find anything. Oh yeah, and I do have a whip. Redneck Van Helsing. Hey, look, I have a whip.
At ease, boys. My father in his office.
Did I almost just shoot that man? I don't... Nothing phases these guys. They're as tough as nails.
Hello, sir. Director Rentier spared no expense to improve those.
I feel like I'm playing Yakuza right now, and I just entered like unexplained creature sightings in Richmond. I feel like I'm wandering around my like the gang hideout right now. Maybe those bullets only hurt ticks. Maybe. Or maybe they've been custom made to only hurt ticks. Did I almost shoot them? Better triple check. Allow me to convey on behalf of the President of the United States, Benjamin Harrison, my warmest congratulations on Rentier's Institute 75th anniversary. Opening 50th branch of the Institute, which coincides with the celebration, is a true mark of importance that this fine institution has in our great country. I am more than confident that Director Rentier's visionary leadership will continue to protect our citizens from any supernatural forces we can encounter. Yours truly, Secretary of War, Stephen Benton Elkins. P.S. We are going to attend the reception together with DC's Rentier Institute Outpost Director, Mr. Edward Jones. I hope you don't mind letting him leave his post for this well-deserved celebration. I have a question. That's true. That's a good way to test people if they're infected or not. Sunlight. And yeah, also shooting them with bullets. But I really feel like watching Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter now. Who wants to watch that with me in the future? Like probably within the next week. Just get together and watch Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I will. Okay.
Director Rentier sure looks edgy. Something's up. I can smell it.
Guys, it is a treat, and I just remember the best line in it. You know what? Sure. Can't wait till he finds it. Oh,
Mr. Rentier, you remember me?
is there like an Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter thing that I can find? Is there like a cameo on my list to watch? I'm not going to spoil it, but my favorite line comes towards the end. Best pun ever.
First year cadet training. I'm the shortest one of the bunch. Well, the very next year, I grew like a weed. Had to buy all new pants.
All those new pants. Man, old photos like that, if I see faces, that faces didn't look real. They looked like they were shopped on. There, I said it. Oh no.
Officially, they called it a cholera
Lincoln.
epidemic, but truth was they were dealing with a terrible outbreak of amateur necromancy.
Lincoln!
The entire institute was engaged in the hunt.
There he is. There it is. Lyric, thank you for that follow. But there he is. It's Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter. They knew. They were in it together. We need to watch the movie. There's no choice. We have to see it.
How did it go? Did you get that big fangster you were after?
I can only think of everything before 1990s is in black and white. Whoa! Or 80s and 70s. But yeah, before that, yeah, everything would be like flappers and wing music and such, right? British Showman.
Edgar and my father
Yeah.
in the Civil War. Right before the bloody Battle of the Wilderness, Central Virginia. His life changed forever during that fight. Highborn nearly killed him. Badly tore up his leg. Edgar carried him in the dead of night across enemy lines to a field hospital, but the surgeon could only do so much. After that, Dad could no longer function in the field.
Yeah, but now I can. Check this out. It's got me sick moves. Let me go, Dad.
Heavy as hell.
Silver gauntlet. First prototype of the gauntlet. He says that's heavy, but look how he has to carry this one. He can't even lift his arm. So he has to start punching. Of how heavy it can be.
Some of those fangy fellas were hiding out in Providence. That's why the president ordered the western border secured. Did you hear about those ones that grew tentacles? That's a first.
Tentacles.
Gravener's with you?
He sends his regards. He's afraid you'll try and talk him out of retirement again.
I don't believe either of us want that.
You know he did risk his life to get this for you.
That's Harrow's trinket. I'm sure you'll both be rewarded accordingly.
Edgar isn't some civilian looking for a medal. This is all he knows. Your institute saw to that.
My institute? This isn't about Agent Gravener, Jesse. We are on the cusp of great progress, great change. Today's presentation
He's gonna get
is
shot.
of critical importance to the family. After which...
Edgar is family.
Oh, never mind.
After which, I expect you to step up to your duties here at the Manor.
With all due respect, Director, I am a field agent, not a paper pusher.
You're a rentier!
Why must you always make me spoon feed these things to you, Jesse? There are bigger things at work here than running around in caves slaying beasts. I do believe someday soon you will see it my way. And if you don't, it's my responsibility to force that change.
What?
Now, leave me be. I must prepare for the presentation.
But the vampires.
And send someone in here to clean up this mess.
Then we gonna do anything about the head? No one?
Mr. Rentier, Agent Feathers is waiting for you in the lobby.
Should have seen that priest armed with holy water, crosses, and whatnot. That's it. I'm scared stiff.
You're just in time. The presentation should be starting soon.
What do you got for me this time?
Oh. Okay. Look at that. Mid-air shot. An enemy can be shot right after becoming airborne with a single revolver bullet for increased damage. Effect can be repeated with the right timing as long as the enemy stays in midair. Does not work with fanning action. Healing is now followed up with a short 5-second invulnerability? What? Bro, this seems broken. Just invulnerable for 5 seconds after you heal. Look at that. Heck yeah. I really feel like I should have gotten that too, but that's alright. Holy moly, there's so many upgrades. Oh, there's another one. Hitting a weak spot now restores a bullet spent on it. Oh, I can almost afford that though. So many upgrades we can end up getting. 5 seconds in a game like this is not short. Exactly! I'm just gonna wail on something every time I pop this. Start going crazy. Start going pop, 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 pop. If I replay a section, will it give me more money if I like pick up all the pickups, or is there like a certain amount of pickups, Lilio?
Gravener by the stables. He ain't coming in.
I heard Gravener's finally retired.
Gravener didn't retire. He's been forced to retire. You don't understand.
Father in all his directorial glory. The artist who painted the portrait, what was his name? Philomen Cole? He was so
Cassidy.
curious about those gauntlets. Word came back that he talked about them in a local pub.
No
and
idea.
Father had to give him a
All right.
very stern talking to.
Maybe I'll consider
Scared
doing
the
it.
living piss out of him. Father was a very private person. I'm surprised he ever consented to even pose for this portrait. You can see by the look in his eyes he wasn't too happy about it.
Sure isn't.
Good to see you back, sir.
Gentlemen, if you'll take your seats. And, welcome. Yeah, I'm Assistant Secretary of War, James Harrow. President Cleveland wants you to know how appreciative we are of the vital service the Rentia Institute performs, defending our
This guy.
great country from monsters of all shapes and sizes.
This guy's a
He
goofball.
also wanted me
I
to
don't
make
trust
sure
him.
you're not blowing all our money on Mexican Monty. But that's another conversation. Yes, quite. Well, as I say, keep up the good work. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Thank you all for gathering here tonight. It's rare we gather in such numbers, but I believe great progress calls for momentous celebration. Our efforts in the fight against the Sanguisuga's spread have too often been baffled by the creature's most insidious weapon, their so-called glamours. These impenetrable illusions
Do they all say glamours like that?
to slip through our grasp for
Wait,
too
does
long.
that mean
That ends now.
we're super
Agent
powerful in
Rendier,
Final Fantasy XIV because we have the
upgraded
power of
standard
glamour?
Field Agent's gauntlet with something our science bots have affectionately named the Zapper. Not exactly an elegant name, but it does the trick. When triggered, the Zapper sends out an electrical impulse that shatters any nearby Sanguisuga
Exactly, Celio.
glamours forthwith, eliminating what is not and leaving only
Oh,
what
yeah,
is.
we have glamour.
Once
There it's
finished,
glamour.
These new gauntlets will be distributed to cells nationwide post-haste, allowing us to sweep our respective territories for glamour.
We're gonna get bombed.
This is the beginning of a new age, gentlemen. Armed with this gauntlet, there is no way our enemy can surprise us.
No way they can surprise us, except for this giant dirigible. Or Zeppelin, I mean. Good old Zeppelin. A lead Zeppelin? Well, at least it wasn't a silver Zeppelin. Innovative device created with the RI, that's the Rennier Institute, to disrupt the vampiric illusions. Worn on the left hand and utilized as a support tool in combat, thanks to its capabilities to discharge and create an electric arc on demand. I can block. It can let me block. Big gauntlet, though. I love the way these things look. It's very, like, almost steampunk, right? The design. Yeah. When the enemy is attacking you. The E combo. Whoa, what the? I really do just hit them with the JoJo. Okay, so it has to be a specific time. So let's wait. Go ahead, swing. Feels good. It feels so good. Surprise, motherfucker. It just immediately happens. New perk. Oh, look. Both of our melee weapons have upgrades tied to them. Press the left bumper to destroy the incoming flying projectile attacks. Doesn't work with bullets and shockwaves. Can now affect multiple enemies at the same time. All pickups are now collected from a much wider distance. There's ones that you get from chests. Okay. Killing an electrocuted enemy yields an energy pickup. Does not energy pickup. What does that mean? Are you seeing that? Wait, hold on. Look, there's a grab. I can grab things eventually. Okay. Guys. Getting crazy.
Jesus Christ. Hope Edgar made it out in one piece.
Zapper pull. Well, at least they're letting me know immediately. Marked by the lightning symbol inside their HP indicator. Hold LB. They're really letting me just utilize this thing, and it's very fun. Something very, 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 very fun about just punching things. Another new perk? Oh, there we go. Hold left bumper while looking at a midair enemy to smash them into the ground with electric arc. Slamming enemies creates a small blast which knocks down other enemies. Ah, that's actually pretty helpful. The Zapper seems super cool, dude. Very unique.
Oh, smoke. Gotta find a way to the stables.
Everything's exploding.
That's all that's left of Harrow Zeppelin.
This poor Zeppelin.
Maybe I could string a rope somewhere.
Yeehaw. And does anyone remember the Wild Wild West movie? What, I can't remember. Is that actually what it was called? The one with Will Smith? There. Another good comparison of what this game reminds me of. No vampire. What is this thing? Got light bulbs in them. Or, oh, those are ticks. Go away. Go away. I'm actually making ticks drop off of this thing. Oh, okay. I guess if you're just close enough to some people, you can just grab them like that, huh? New lore. Visit the lore menu section to check back on tutorials and lots of other information. Wee. And crazy thing is, this game just came out, and reviews of it are actually pretty positive. Like, I see them all being pretty favorable. I can imagine what people's complaints are, probably being like, "Oh, it's too linear" or something.
Still in the field.
Everybody always wants games to be open world all the time, even though sometimes that's not necessarily a great thing.
Meet me out front.
Never thought I'd have to blow up my own house.
Imagine, though, if this game had like the same feeling as like BioShock in terms of how much you can move around. That'd be pretty cool. I don't need it to be like completely open. Even if it was like that kind of open, that'd be pretty cool. Right now, it feels more like a cinematic experience. That's what I think of as linear games. I call them cinematic, because it's just like, you know, being in a theater kind of, where it's you're going along one trail and obviously you can't go in any other directions, and it's just there to take you along on the ride. Like people call it railroading too, and I mean, yeah. If that's all it wants to do, that's all it wants to do, and I can't really say that's a bad thing. Just a game choice. Upgrades. Get the mid-air shot, or I could get the free bullet. I'm gonna get the free bullet. We used to dash to enemies. Hello? What? This thing is insane! Back and I'm shocked at what I'm looking at. Is that a pun? Is that a pun? I hope that was a pun. I feel like that was a pun. This game got fun combat with the Zabber. The Zabber is insanely fun. It's just giving me the ability to blink around and zap. Other streams, we don't like puns. Me, I want nothing but puns. They're all vampire heads.
Traps.
Would it stun you to know, yes, it was a pun? That would make me very happy.
Joseph Warren and great-grandfather Dick. To find the Tick headquarters, he let the Brits take him captive. Would have loved to have seen the surprise on their faces when he incinerated those Tick nests and saved their royal asses.
Dang. What a boss. Whee!
I can smell the gas.
Oh, I kept forgetting about that other punch. That one. I need to use that more. Whee! Alright, activate the thing.
Gotta destroy this place before we break into the archives. Jesus, gotta get out of here. It's gonna blow.
Oh, not allowed to go yet. Look at this. Oh. Whee! Smash. was a bit silly to me. Or silly of me, not silly to me. Makes it completely different. That was a lot of fun. It just feels so satisfying to just punch stuff. And wail on them, shoot them with bullets. It just... It's a really fun combat system, dude.
My father.
I'll find some money. Oh, you gotta go? Goodbye, Solio. We will miss you. Well, goodbye, Esco. Hello. Heck yeah. Press this button to view. An electric perk is available. Spend a perk point to activate it. It consumes energy in return for more powerful effects and larger damage output. Hold left bumper and right bumper to jump forward and smash the ground with a damaging blast. Nearby enemies take higher damage and are knocked down. Use your movement to adjust the direction of the attack. Stop forcing me to use perk points. I want to use them. Well, now I have the meter here. Oh, oh no. It's so freaking visceral. I love it. Have a great stream, everyone. We will. We'll be here anytime. Around this time. I'd like more energy, please. Thank you for the battery.
It's all gone.
Ah. More money, please. Thank you. Ooh, more enemies. Hello, friends. Goes out of here. Still, the other enemies are kind enough to wait for me to stop wailing on one of their friends. That was my bad. I should have focused on the target in front of me. Dude, the Oda feeling in this is so good. Just punch. Zap things, punch them. Move in. Just start punching. Punch. No! I touched too many of the little exploding ticks. Must be smarter about my resources. Oh, grab me. Oh, I had to grab the other guy. That's okay. Ticks. The ticks. First we have Callisto Protocol with all the little slug enemies killing me. Now we have this. Oh, hello. There. You abomination! The garden! This is when the invulnerability comes in handy. Moments like that. Woo! I felt really good. Well, I didn't use enough of the environment there, but yeah, that felt really fun. Non-stop wailing and moving around. Why did I do that? Oh, because I didn't even see that. Like, could have just walked over that, couldn't I? Can't get your socks to wash. What? I guess try doing it in smaller bunches? I guess? It's so bizarre. Just so strange. Too many socks, I guess. Note to self, don't wear so many socks. Only wear one sock.
Fuck is this?
Well, things are not going well in here. We've seen better days, that's for sure. Yeet.
Get him out of here. I got this.
Don't be cross with me, Father.
Oh.
I couldn't leave you at the mercy of these savages. Do not do that, you fleshy toad! You nearly hit him.
Oh!
The mighty Rentier Institute, choking on ash and blood. I had hoped you'd make it more difficult.
A rootin' tootin' good time. Yeah! Everybody's having a great time today. Anyone want some snake oil? It's a bloody good time. Kind of reminded me of that scene in Carrie, but that happened for different reasons.
Making the calico like this.
Move, Gravener! I order you not to let me die like that!
I almost had her.
If it weren't for that old wound. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't get old, son.
Yeah, never get married. Now stop blabbing, you're gonna be fine. I know what I'm doing.
This is the key, Jesse. Don't let it out of your sight. It's all we've got. It's in your hands now.
We need to stop!
Stop! We need to get the fuck out of here!
We need to find a defensive position to hold us over till morning. Then we head to Calico.
So, who's left?
My wife could blow this defensive position over with a wet fart.
Jeez, what a lively and friendly guy.
And that's where the
Speaking of a tootin' good time, huh,
I'll
Zen?
get the horses, and we'll stand our ground up there.
Jesse, to defeat the demons, you'll have to become Jesse, Evil West. We got a boomstick. Now we have a shotgun, too. We have a shotgun, a pistol, and a rifle. Use it with X when not on cooldown. Oh, okay. Right. Whoops. Right. To be fair, that was my fault. I didn't realize there were enemies there. I was not looking. And this one's for fun. Now you're reminding me of, I know it's not from Helsing, but that was the first time I heard that. Hey, not cool, man. I'm in the middle of something here. Thank you. But in the right kind of way, right? It's ludicrous. It's just ludicrous fun. That's why I like it. It's just nonsense and silly, but in the best way. Look at that. Hellsinger Bridge is a good time. Yes, it is. Hellsinger Bridge is great. I love the original Hellsing too. And that's why I love vampire stuff. I love Hellsing, Van Helsing, All Helsing, Alucard, Castlevania. This is becoming a big win for me. Does it make Zyro sense? Yes. Zyro sense is the same as nonsense, which is the same as Zen sense. You have enough bucks to buy an upgrade. What upgrades can I get? Let's see, mid-air shot, the rifle upgrade. There's a boomstick upgrade. So many upgrades. But these are for skill point ones, and I don't have any skill points. I want an upgrade. I want to wait a little bit until I'm a higher level, because there's a bunch of upgrades we can get apparently. It was the Van Helsing movie for me, I think. I mean, that was a good movie. We should just have a vampire at Christmas time. Even though we should really watch Christmas movies, but yeah. Over health. This is my boomstick. Love a huge jacked man. Yeah, huge jacked man is great. Yeah, we can watch Blade. Who wants Christmas? Christmas vampires. Let's do it. We'll watch Vampire Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Van Helsing, Blade, I guess Underworld. I don't know. Hey, aim at the. So happy that they're kind enough to wait for me to swing. Oh, hello. Thanks. Say more. Okay. Netflix Castlevania anime was pretty good too. We could watch that. Guys, you have to remember, I'm only streaming for a while. I'm only gonna be streaming 2 days out of the week, and that's Saturday and Sunday.
Watch out for the fat.
Sounds like a great plan for Vampire Christmas. Yeah, everybody loves Vampire Christmas. That thing is adorable, and I love it. Shielded enemy. To damage and eventually break the enemy shield, hit it with RB, gauntlet punches, or the boomstick. The enemy's back is vulnerable to range attacks. Okay. Ow. Jesse, that's not what we told you to do. How'd you do that? Just materialize the shield. Of all the things happening in this game, the shield is the confusing part? Yes. Shield is the most oh, he hurt himself. Who feels silly now? Not me, that's for sure. Oh. Kind of funny how the death animation feels so anticlimactic. Sound just cuts out and you flop over. Yeah, but did you watch the video I sent you, Zyros? I did not yet. Yukari, as much as I agree that you just kind of fall over. If this is the West Evil, I would hate to see the West Evil. Oh my gosh, Chess, you're right. If we were going West instead of West, that would be crazy. I will watch it soon though, Zen, don't worry. But I like that it cuts out so fast and it just immediately drops you back in because it's like, all right, let's get up and try again. Unlike, you know, another game where it was like, look at how you died. Feel how bad about your death because you died. Like, I liked the deaths in Callisto Protocol and I was like, these are really visceral, but if you're stuck in like a scenario that where it's just aggravating, it got very, very obnoxious. Oh dang, that really hurts. Ow. 14 does kind of rub it in when you die. Yeah, because you have to sit there on the ground. Rubbish. Rubbish, I say. Go figure, I can't pull in the big enemy. Oh, wait, it says I can do something there, though. I wonder what I can do, though. Ow. Oops. Dang, it's falling apart. Look at this thing. Oh wait, that was pretty cool looking. Thanks, I needed the health. Whoa! Oh! I actually like that they start falling apart as you're beating them up, dude. That looked really cool. Woo! That was awesome! And when I die, I'm not like, oh, the game. It just felt like it was a me thing. Improved boomstick reload mechanism that allows for a 20% faster cooldown. Kind of like the boomstick a lot. I might pick that up. What other things did I get? 1 bullet shy. The revolver can now fit an additional bullet. Performing the zapper puller dash supercharges the gauntlet and greatly increases the next melee punch damage. You know what? This one. I want that one. I want to be able to just beat the ever-living snot out of something by punching. Oh, right, that's right. We leveled up, too. We have a perk point to spend, too. Let's see. Hold left bumper while looking at a midair enemy to smash them into the ground. That just looks silly. I like it. Killing a midair enemy has a 100% chance of dropping the energy pickup. Oh, be handy. Hitting an enemy's weak spot has a 50% chance to drop a health pickup. Take off and hero punch deal additional splash damage to all nearby enemies. But I really want this. Chaining melee attacks will increase the damage of your next melee attack. Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Yeah. Weak spot drop sounds strong. Yeah, that does sound strong too, right? Every time I shoot them when that circle pops up, I have a chance of getting some health. Zyros, why didn't you get it then? Because Zyros is a weak man. Zyros has a mighty need to punch. How did he? He died. He only dropped 77 bucks. I make a video game, I'm switching the difficulty mode names despite Zyros. What are you going to change them to? Oh, Zen. The hardest difficulty in this, by the way, is just called evil. Just straight up evil. And then there is also a thing where if you die, you can input this in the game when you start it. You can just have it so that on the hardest difficulty, not hardest difficulty, but on any difficulty, if you die, the game wipes your save.
Cover me, Ritzy! Damn you!
You think they're actually gonna come up here? Or are they all gonna stay down there and just roar? Okay, I feel like this would be more easily hard, hardly easy. That's just mean. The game looks fun. It is very fun. It's just a crazy good time. Thank you, Chess. It's great to see you. I hope you've been well. I have enough bucks to buy another upgrade, which I will hold on to. Oh, hello enemies. I just have to survive for a minute. This is so like relieving to be able to just fight huge chunks of enemies like this, dude. I'm loving this. What's the word? Cathartic? Yeah. I felt fantastic. And I've been doing well, thank you. Bye for now, Piggy.
Running real low, Jess. Kinda busy here, Edgar.
I have the power.
How about that?
What did I just get? What? What's the sudden power surge has overloaded the gauntlet? Punch away while you can. What is going on? What was that? I went absolutely ballistic.
Out of lightning?
Good thing we still got a big shiny ace up our sleeve.
Father, no.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think he's breathing. Calico, it's around the corner. There's a doctor there.
Calico, wait, that's a cat. Yeah. At least it's not the Calico vision.
Doc, we need help.
Lewis, Protocol Epsilon. Sit down and roll up your sleeve. We will save your father, Mr. Rentier.
Savages.
The final boss, child.
Hey, hey, hey. It's fine. He's the cell's engineer.
Virgil. Virgil only. It's an honor to finally meet you in the flesh. Sir, your gauntlet is a thing of beauty. Only a genius could...
I need that fixed. Yesterday.
I'll need a bigger lab if I'm gonna solve the mysteries of time travel, sir. I mean...
How are we doing?
Arrow needs a scapegoat. He won't leave without someone to blame for that fiasco.
Pissed off little Highborn looking for her maker's head? No one could have predicted that.
I don't think she did all that for just Abano. we're missing something. I bet my last buck we'll hear more from this Felicity tick pretty soon. I'm gonna check if Amelia needs some backup with Harrow.
Who do I have to bend over this bar and indiscreetly fuck to get some coffee?
My God, this Harrow guy.
What a day. See you in the briefing room.
This everything he says is just golden in terms of how crazy it is. My gauntlet is very shiny right now. What is going on?
Need to check on my gauntlet first. There must be a workshop somewhere around.
Owe you everything, Doctor.
Oh. Like you're fully charged. You are indeed correct. Now one is out. Why did I do that? Thank you, Vivi. Could have done this instead.
I think I just improved your looks.
Whose looks? Jesse. Jesse, why are you... Stop with the shit-eating grin, Jesse. There was no one there. You just shot nothing. I like that when I'm not in combat, I can just do this on command. Where are the shotgun shells going? Oh, yeah, they just disappear after a while. But it's still cool to see them actually, like, pop out like that. Although I know in, like, some games they actually have the casings land on the ground and stay there.
Mr. Rentier, Mr. Harrow wants to see you as soon as you're done in the workshop.
Goodbye. Gotta study your enemy if you're gonna figure out how to kill him, right? This is definitely like some vampire killer family thing. So seeing the Belmont name and everything, this is such a freaking cool game. Oh, is that an enemy? Some centipede-looking thing. Oh, great.
Jesus, what a fucking dump. Did you see the size of that cockroach? Should have taken this meeting in the airship.
What a happy-go-lucky guy. Oh, are these all my weapons? Is this wall going to be covered in weapons that I get? Is this like our hub? We will get more weapons. Oh, there's a big guy over there. Oh, okay, good. I was like, can I not go up the stairs, please? Thank you. I don't know. I could just hang out up here. It's a pretty nice place. I said steampunk before, and I stand by that. This game's still very steampunk in terms of its looks. But I mean, steam was used a lot during this time, and also just like Steamworks, Ironworks. That's obviously huge here. And I love that aesthetic. No. Really? I knew she was gonna say that. Do it. I was typing it out the second I said something. Abilities reset. Use Virgil's new device in his workshop to reset and reassign all perks and weapon upgrades. Virgil only. Discovered as an infant in the lair of a Chinese necromancer. Having barely survived some sort of arcane ritual brought back to Calico to research what was done to him. Recovery took some time, but the young man proved sharp as a tack. He had a real talent for science and technology and eventually graduated first in his class. I'll just keep quiet then. What? No, don't keep quiet. No. No, I love talking to you guys, please. Would you like to reset all your... You know what? No. For now, no. That's okay.
Mr. Rentier, glad to see you, sir. The Manor guys are in the house. No wonder Virgil's working overtime.
You have no fear, sir. He keeps our equipment running like clockwork. He
Talking
may
to me?
not look the part, but he's a regular boy wonder.
Am I missing something? Who's talking to me just now? Hello? Hello?
Who does he think he is? The heir to the fucking crown?
According to the protocols, if the director is unable to fulfill his duties, his next of kin takes...
And DC agreed to that? When I got your goddamn gilded invitation, I expected champagne and canapes. Instead, some fang fuck broke into your headquarters and slapped you all around like a gaggle of whimpering sissies! Now the entire country is left unprotected while I stand here with my dick in my hand like an idiot! So again, could someone please tell me how the fuck did this happen?
Security services were redirected to protect our most valuable asset.
And how the fuck wasn't that me?
That was my father's call, and it was Agent Gravener's quick thinking that saved your life, sir.
For all the fucking good it'll do once I tell the Capitol that its primary defense against all kinds of monsters just collapsed.
We'll take care of it, sir.
What, from here?
I'm just enjoying this. This is just Harrow is just amazing to listen
Don't be
to.
fooled by our humble trappings, Secretary Harrow. Calico Cell has the highest survival rate in the Institute, as well as its very best engineer. We are your only chance at turning this around.
Then I expect a report on those tick assholes on my desk first thing, Doctor. And who the fuck are you?
Wait a minute. I'm the best engineer?
You better be, because we need this thing operational as soon as possible, before Harrow comes back to string us all up.
Harrow can suck my...
How bad is it?
Well, the glamour disruptor's fried. Then we have the insulation around the power coupling.
Can you fix it or not?
It's doable, but I'll need time. A few weeks.
You only
a month
have
tops.
today.
We ain't got that long. We have to be ready to take down this Felicity character when we find her.
You mean if we find them? We have no idea where to even look.
Not necessarily.
The Devil's Pass.
To the north, there's a canyon surrounding the main trail. And the unimaginative locals call it the Devil's Pass. And reports mention possibly unknown vampiric specimens. We chalked it down to hearsay, but now we sent our top sanguisuge expert to investigate.
I hope by expert you mean a field agent and not another bookworm.
Scott Bloom,
A sailor? Yeah,
Institute's
pretty much.
sanguisuge bestiary.
We need soldiers, not pencil
He's very
pushers.
inventive.
I can't run around looking for a
with his
missing egghead hoping that maybe he brings something
verbiage.
to the table.
Is that the right word? Verbiage?
When did he last
Yeah.
report?
5 days ago.
Now let's just hope he's
Very
lost in
colorful.
research.
Certain sergeant. Which one? What's up, Solo? Guys, give me 1 second. I just want to check on the laundry really quick and see how my cousin's doing, and also use the bathroom. Also, if you guys didn't know, when this segment ends in about 40 minutes, I'll be swapping to Tremone Champ. But if you guys type in the word yeehaw, we'll also be doing a giveaway at that time. The winner gets $20 worth of whatever the heck they want. We'll discuss it if you win. I'll just DM you. So that's yeehaw. If you're interested in knowing what the command is and you're not sure how to spell it, type exclamation point giveaway. Donuts? Sure, if you want donuts. If we can make it happen, make it happen. $20 worth of chicken nuggets. If that's what you want, we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. All right, I'm back. I'm just yeehaw. You know how funny it looks to yeehaw with my model just freaking out, like yo, trying to ride on top of a bull or something. Like we're on one of those mechanical bulls, and you just see me going, whoa, whoa. Model's just going wacky. Multiple come to mind. There's the iconic Johnson when Halo is on Legendary, but I always go back to Sergeant Jeremy's performance in Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. True. Very true. I can see that very much. Full Metal Jacket for sure. I absolutely love it because it's I see it and I'm like, wow, this is very American. This game is America. I can feel it. The only thing that, man, this place is huge. Violently American. Yeah, violently American. So if it's violently American, because no offense to other Americans, but we're already pretty violent, guys. So to be violently American, what would that mean? They brought him in to train the actors, but he did such a good job they hired him. Yeah. Real sergeants are pretty much like that normally. Exactly, Daz. Also, hi, Daz.
And ripped apart. Bloom, what did you walk into?
And if you guys didn't know, this game does have co-op. I don't know how it plays with the co-op, but I can assume that it would just be like an arcade brawler at that point, because that's what it feels like. The game loop is walk around, taking the scenery, and move around a bit, and then get into a fight with something, and it just becomes a brawler at that point. And I am A-okay with that. Kind of makes me want to play God of War. Different aesthetic. Like, this aesthetic to me is pleasing. So is God of War. And I've never... I mean, obviously I didn't play God of War. The two new ones. People are going to yell at me for that, but... I mean, I'm interested. Just never played them. Yeehaw. Oh. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Stop it. Stop it. Ow. Yeehaw. Okay. Instead of aiming for where their hands to shoot the gun, I'm just gonna aim at their heads because I can just pop the head open. I'm happy that it opens that. Unlike Callisto Protocol, sorry, that left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not the only person that hated that, by the way. When you save the game and it wouldn't actually save it, a lot of people got like annoyed with that. It would just be like linked to a checkpoint. At least they're very kind and not hitting me at all. Shooting at their friends. There. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Bang. Ooh. I'm very excited to do these Trombone Champ songs, though, guys. You have no idea. I have in abundance. One of them is 20 minutes long, or 25. I'm gonna save that for the grand finale of the segment, but I have 3 new Final Fantasy XIV ones, along with the ones that I already have. If there's someone here who hasn't heard the Trombone Champ Final Fantasy XIV songs and wants to, raise your hand. Anyone that's a new person here, it's like, yo, I want to hear those. But the new ones, you guys aren't ready, and I'm just surprised that people already made them, and I'm just like, Cinder, you want to hear them? Okay, we can do the Final Fantasy XIV ones again.
Possess shape-shifting abilities, most uncommon for the typical Sanguisuge. I dare say, this ability might be blood-dependent, but it's hard to tell based on the limited amount of evidence found.
Ooh.
I'm wondering if we're witnessing some sort of accelerated evolution, spurred perhaps by certain unknown environmental factors.
Sir, a jelly donut, sir. A jelly donut! Is chow allowed in the barracks? Sir, no, sir. Are you allowed to have jelly donuts? Sir, no, sir. And why not? Sir, because I'm too heavy, sir. Yeah. Oh, someone. I'm waiting for someone to put in the taco and beef song. That one's not in there. But there's a lot of Shadowbringer songs that I have now. You are not prepared for how I'm going to trumpetize them, Captain. Wait, that made it sound like, I mean trombonetize. There we go, that's better. Trumpetize would mean that I have the little toot toot horn. We do not. Gonna get food real quick. Yeah, go eat. Oh, there we go. I just had to look around. Wait. Oh, that's just a Yeehaw. Oh, it won't let me go down. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. Howie. Hey, you guys want to come over this way really quick? Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Enemies are so nice that they actually wait for me to do something like this. Never mind. No, they don't. Should I just use the zapper? They'd be werewolves, I think. They definitely look like werewolves to me. Oh, I forgot that I also have the boomstick. I have so many different things that I can do now that I forget that I have buttons that I can click. We have the energy button, we've got the boomstick, we've got the shotgun. I said the shotgun and the boomstick, even though they're the same thing. They dodge the bullets! Hey yo! Not from the boomstick though. Dang. That felt nice.
Turning into beasts. Something terribly wrong is happening here.
Can I get the lore thing to pop up now, please? No? Can't help the other one down? Just that one? That... I feel like that's the correct way to go. Y'all, there's a lot of situations like that where I'm gonna look around and be like, is that the right way? Maybe not. Let's go this way. Whee!
Whoa, let's
Oh.
check this beauty out.
Hello? Booming business. What's that about? All exploding TNT crates deal damage in a 50% larger radius. It also works with the boom balls perk. Boom balls. Boom ball. Okay, cool. Your friendly local Hisuian Typhlosion trainer is here. Why, hello there. Got any Pokemon for us today? Elephant.
Gotta be careful.
Elephant. Man, I was kind of hoping that I could actually make him fall. Just gotta be careful, and I just immediately go, ah! Fall to my death. Anything over here?
Dead end. Fucking great. Gotta find another way. Hope I'll find some trace of Bloom.
Get the rocks ready! Get in place, assholes!
Wait for my signal.
ready.
What? Oh, new enemy. There's 2 new enemies. I call him Big Chungus. Oh, he's the equivalent of that other enemy, the vampire one. Right. That's a very smart idea. That man exploded. Servant brute. A boohag. Vampire highborn. Leechers. That poor guy. Let's try going up this way first, because it just looks like a little bit of a roundabout sort of thing. Hey, a chest. Hello. Got some bling for me? 113 bling. Not bad. A little bit of a haul. Also, people who don't have a sub, if you ever see an ad, please tell me there's an ad and I'll stop playing for a bit. I don't mind little moments where I just have to talk and break immersion from playing the game. I'd rather, you know, wait and let people know that they can watch.
What are they hiding here?
I have max energy, so never mind. Bang. Another chest.
That's mine.
Dude, I would love to do a playthrough of this where I try not to get...
Too far to jump.
Oh, too far? Okay. Where I actually try to do the 1 life difficulty.
Money.
Okay, I think he just wants us to do this. Whoosh! One more time before bed. I'm tired and ready for the next semester to be better. He thinks it would be a short run. I mean, once I get better at the game, I don't think it would be that short, right? Would it? Looking pretty different. Dude, this game has been fantastic. And I hope people don't overlook it, because really, this has so far been absolutely just... The combat is incredibly gratifying. And then the areas so far have looked pretty colorful and varied. Like, I've gone into deep caverns, and seen like crazy vampire temples, and then we have this. We fought inside of some buildings. And then the writing, I mean, the writing is just, listen to the characters' dialogue. It's just fun time. Sometimes you get too involved in the violence and randomly die to an explosion or something. Oh, yeah, that's true. I do.
What the hell was that?
That could be part of the fun. Oh, is it? Oh, it's a graboid. It's tremor time? Heyo? Tremors? We've got tremors going on? How much money do I have anyway? I want more money before I spend it on upgrades. And I'm just finding so much loot everywhere. I can see enemies over there. Hi guys. You guys can stand together and get ready, yeah. That wrong button. Please stop shooting me. I'm in the middle of killing your friends. What happened to me? This Zapper is super strong. Zapper, very good.
Christ, that was tough. Starting to lose hope I'll find Bloom in one piece.
Was it? That wasn't too bad. Oh, we have a Jesse count. Jesse 2, Bridges 0. Jesse is indestructible when it comes to bridges. That means then at some point you will come across an enemy that it doesn't work on. Probably. And it's just going to completely trip me up.
But nothing I've seen explains the unusual capabilities of this.
Hey Sam, dude.
Judging by the diameter
Dude,
of the tunnels
you have to watch this game. It has co-op in it, and I think that you
and is quite powerful.
and Jesse would have a blast playing this. Like, it is... Oh my god, this game is so much fun. I feel like a death machine of the Old West. Also, the main character's name is Jesse. We're playing on the hardest difficulty. I'm going to try my best not to get completely destroyed.
Shit, whatever is behind that door must be huge.
Hello everyone, I hope you guys had fun watching Plague Tale. And welcome, we're playing Evil West. Game fun.
Good.
My name is Zyros, and it's great to meet you. If you're new here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. They should only do the permanent death run. Oh! Oh yeah, I'm playing on the second hardest difficulty, that's right. The hardest difficulty is just called Evil, but the game warns me not to do that. So I was like, okay. I'll listen to you for once. Game. Oh, I have to shoot that. Okay. My bad. There we go. It's great to meet you guys, though.
Great.
Oh. Electrocuting large enemies. Use melee attacks on large enemies to fill the stack indicator located next to their health. Fully stacked enemies become susceptible towards being electrocuted with the zapper. Okay, so after electrocuting them enough, I can eventually... Ow. Ooh. I think I got that.
That was painful.
Smashy. Smash. Just doing this to kill these just gives you health pickups, that's why I keep doing that. Yeah, this weak spot thing is super helpful because the enemies like this. Avoid that. Oh, this feels so good. So you're punching an enemy to build stacks to do more damage. The electric thing causes it so that way they can't fight back for a bit. But that felt really good. Oh. And you level up and you can have customization with the builds that you take. All in all, fun game. I was making a monk joke. Oh, oh, grease lightning? You don't do that anymore though, it's gone. It's just passive now. You just blew a load in its mouth. I sure did. The best load it's ever gonna get. Killing an electrocuted enemy yields an energy pickup. Does not work in supercharged mode. Let's see. What kind of upgrade do I want? No. This could be helpful for situations like that. I'll grab that. Doesn't mean I can't meme. That's just true. Paramount Pictures probably presents Nicolas Cage as Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Is that us? Am I Nicolas Cage finally? So I have a shotgun. I have a rifle. I have my revolver. I have zap thing, which is also parry and a dash, and you can pull enemies in.
Flying creatures most disturbing. They appear in large numbers, protecting the newly transformed sanguisuges.
There's a Virgil in this game. Oh, true.
It's not clear if that's their only.
It's a fun beat 'em up.
Perhaps they also gather sustenance and function as scouts.
Make more Evil Wests, please. I haven't even gotten close to the end of this one yet.
Jesus Christ, what are you?
Told you, it's a graboid. Graboid. Big grab. Anyone else that knows what a graboid is, you instantly win. Also, we're doing a giveaway in 13 minutes. Ooh, big chest. Ghost rifle. Oh, a new skin? Ooh, we got a skin. Got a skin. Gotta... Effect. I want to see what it looks like. No, I just wanted to see the gun, please. Alright, I dig it. It's a cool looking gun. Okay. Like that. Zebra. I'm gonna call it zebra print. Kevin Bacon. Yep, Kevin Bacon. I forgot why Kevin Bacon wasn't in the other ones. I think it's because he didn't think that the
Where the heck did it go?
series would go anywhere, or he just didn't have the time. I think he might have been into something. Ghost rifle looks spooky. Imagine if it also shot different looking bullets. That'd be pretty cool. Is that thing going to attack me now? I'm waiting for that thing to try to fight me. Oh, oh, that looks good.
Looks like I'm getting closer to its nest.
Whatever this thing is. Oh, that's a lot of dead people. Okay, this thing's killed a lot of people.
Ugh, what a stench.
What a mansion. Why, hello there.
Got your ugly ass. No, damn it.
heal myself really quick. I think you can just spam the block. It's a little OP, but... Hey, I had the thing show up. Well, I didn't do anything. I just wanted to use all of them really quick. Oh, hello. All intrigued ultimately turned it down for Apollo 13. Ah, that's what happened. Yeah, so it was because he was busy. Owie. Boom, shakalaka.
Christ, it's nothing like anything I've killed before.
That was pretty awesome. This is the weremole from Courage the Cowardly Dog. That thing would have killed me. That weremole is dangerous. This game allows you to get weapon skins without microtransactions or loot boxes. Yeah, I know, right? Revolutionary. No microtransactions, just grab and go. Get skins. For exploration. Hey guys, I think I found the ass end. We need a plan. Frickin' love Tremors.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Agent Bloom? You survived?
Bloom? Is that you down there?
Yes, it's me, but who are... Whoa, you're Jesse Renier, sir. Splendiferous.
It's Jesse.
Care to explain what happened here, Bloom?
Well, I was sent here to investigate reports of a novel breed of sanguisuge.
Ew.
When I arrived, I encountered a group of familiars, apparently sent here by their masters.
That was a familiar? How come a human turned into that thing so quickly?
Excellent question, sir. My thesis is that their transformation is linked to the blood from these creatures somehow. The how is what I'm stuck on.
We better take one of those things back with us to the lab. Still beats me what those familiars were doing here.
Well, from what I could gather, they were sent on a transport detail, securing a convoy of carts filled with some curious, wriggly little creatures they brought from McCallum sawmill.
We need to check that place out.
I really do love this like setting of just being America in the Old West, but now there's just vampires everywhere. Is there a tabletop adventure like this? I know that there's like board games like this, but like a straight up just tabletop game like that. I'm sure you can make it happen if you wanted to, but just a fun aesthetic. Oh hey, the merchant.
Mr. Rentier, can I have a word with you, sir? If they want to get rid of Amelia, I say we go on strike. Dr. Blackwell has always had our backs, and we need to stand up for her. With so many agents lost, they...
Yeah, tabletop western with vampires, yes. I'm sorry for walking off. You were in the middle of talking and I just walked away from you. You're a fine lad. I want to keep exploring. Also, this game had this image and it reminded me of what was it? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I want to see if I can find it. No, not that one. There we go. It's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Real photo, by the way.
March 1866. The war between the states might be over, but the larger war, the secret war, continues. Many men still suffering from the toll the war took on their spirits, souls, and bodies find themselves vulnerable to the Sanguizuj's vicious predations. Because of that, we must ramp up our efforts. Our scientific research team has been working on a device that might finally give us an edge in this fight. As part of this effort, I am officially promoting Agent Edgar Gravener to take my place in the field. I, of course, will continue on from the Home Office. Thank you all for your service.
Gravener's a
And
big
may the
deal.
good Lord watch over and protect us. Director William Rentier.
Sir?
Oh,
Senior
Deadlands.
Agent Hall ordered me to guard Director Rentier's room. He's safe here, sir. Rest assured, no tick can reach him in Calico.
I hate to see him like this. So vulnerable.
You gonna say that right in his face? Hate to see you like this, Dad. So vulnerable. So very vulnerable, Father. Truly terrible.
I think I just improved your looks.
Say that about your dad? Come on, bro.
Where are you off to in such a hurry? Bar run out of whiskey?
Jess, when we dragged your dad in here, there was an awful lot of blood on him.
He'll be fine. Bastard's too damn stubborn to die.
I've seen my share of battle wounds. The ones William got, no way even half of that came out of him alone. Somewhere between the falling airships and hopping boo-hags, I don't know. Could be that collateral damage wasn't the Tick's only objective. Could be they...
Oh, you think they turned him?
Infected him? No. No fucking way.
Just
Oh.
hold your horses and just think about
Moon
it.
Yuko, thank you for that follow and
The
welcome.
Institute is infiltrated, and they let both you and William walk away? Jess, when a Tick turns a familiar, they form a sort of bond. The sire can see into the servant's mind. Now,
Oh.
they make that link with, say, the man who developed that weapon you're carrying.
Edgar, our orders are clear when folks get infected. Infected means dead. Those are his own words.
Breathe. I've got an idea. Remember that crap I brought from Lake Morapass? That plan that was supposed to be a base for a cure one day.
I'm not gonna gamble my father's life on some swamp nerd's magic potion.
It's not like we got a handful of aces
Swamp
here,
nerd.
Jess. Dabano and his lunatic spawn had taken the fight to us. And I sure as hell don't want to go to war without our general. Do you?
All right. The plant might be back in the manor's ruins. I'll go check if there's anything left of the lab, and you...
I go. You need to take care of the gauntlet.
I don't give a flying fuck about the gauntlet. I'm not sitting on my ass while my father grows a new set of teeth.
And no one asks you to. But if I fail, you and that gauntlet will be the only thing between us and a war we can't win. I got this, okay? Just keep an eye on that nosy lady doctor. And stay close to William, just in case I don't make it back in time.
Dang. Alright, let's go check out this lab and then we'll be doing the giveaway and swapping the trombone champ.
Bloom back in one piece. They're waiting for you in her lab.
Thank you. I'm still sort of rummaging around and looking at stuff. Flora was shining there, you see that? I don't trust it. Shiny floors normally mean loot. Like this is shiny. That we know why, because it opens up. So you can like spam this almost. So the parry is kind of easy to use. As long as you just sort of double tap it. That's good.
That's what worries me. It's not something you can orchestrate overnight.
We've been fighting each other for centuries. Like every other creature, they change over time to get an upper hand against us. Until recently, the Sanguisuge reproduced by turning their familiars. A slow, but effective process.
But now there's this new breed. Popping up like rabbits.
They're fierce and resourceful, but still not anything we can class as an evolutionary step up the ladder. If anything, they're a step backwards. Mindless and bloodthirsty.
They're cannon fodder. This is DeBano's idea of an
Going the way to the gauntlet by not
humans
having...
turn to
Dude, I know, right? Like, he doesn't actually swing it because it's just so heavy that he just has it way
Precisely,
down.
sir. Splendiferously observed. Well, I guess to know for sure.
I mentioned that too. It's a nice touch. I like it.
McCallum's won't be an easy nut to crack. Without a working gauntlet, we can't penetrate its glamours.
This whole game is aesthetic. It just kicks ass. I mean, that's what it wants. It just wants to be a whoop-ass experience. It provides.
Why do I have to be such a pig? Paper everywhere. I can't find shit in here. Oh, hi. Holy moly, where are my notes? As we all know, Faraday's mutual induction phenomenon.
Virgil, take it easy with the jargon, please. You're talking to a field agent.
Diamagnetism, polyphase system. You sure you don't want to hear my radiography joke about... never mind. Here it is. Long story short, I reverse engineered the disruptor mechanism and identified the problem. Its energy consumption is off the charts.
Best engineer in the Institute, huh?
Well, before you jump down his throat, perhaps we can give Virgil a chance to explain himself.
Miniaturization has its limits. If you want a working disruptor like this, you have to accept the fact that it won't be, well, portable.
Like Amelia so kindly pointed out, I'm a field agent, as in I go out in the field. If the gauntlet's not portable, it's useless. I don't mean to put your ass over the fire, but...
Apparently you do.
But, if we don't get it running, we're all done for. Can you make it work?
Well, maybe if I could somehow get my hands on some spare coils from the original disruptor...
Done. Where can I find them?
Okay. Okay.
Got reports about a visual anomaly in a mining town called Baxter. It turned out to be a glamour.
Oh, see, he said glamour correctly, unlike everyone else saying glamour. Is that... Where does that dialogue for that come from? That has to be a thing, people saying glamour like
Before
that.
the team could collect any relevant data, the cell was destroyed by the ticks.
Whatever they were hiding must have been important. They left no one alive.
How will I know these coils, Verge?
Just look for a miniaturized electrical resonance.
Glamour is
Okay,
correct.
that's not gonna
What
work.
about glamour?
Pack your shit, kid. We're out in 5. I'll go down first and clear the way. Try not to get killed or Blackwell skin me alive.
Right. Roger that, Mr. Jesse.
Mr. Jesse. I'll start calling Jesse that. Mr. Jesse. Alright. That concludes our time with this game. What do you guys think? That was pretty dope. I think it just auto-saves. I want to make sure. Seems like it. Minute 13 since last save. Yeah, that's fine. The Mr. Jesse. It's a good game. It's a pretty dope game. And look, there's a multiplayer right there. Look at this. You know what the emphasis on this game was. Like I said, it's just to kick ass. That's it. And it totally fits that. Alright, let's do this giveaway though really quick. As you can see here, here's going to be the list. Let me just move a name. If you are here and your name gets called, say something in chat and you win. Yay. I'll give you guys a second if you want to join. Remember, all you have to do is type in the word yeehaw. Can't say anything on how people say glamour. Giveaway. Yeah. Type in yeehaw. You'll be entered. The $20 prize of whatever the winner wants. And then we'll also do 2 more of these because I'm doing 3 of these every week because it's the season of giving. So let's give. Anyone that's interested. Yeehaw! Yeah. And I will DM you so that way we can talk about what you end up winning, you know? I'm not just gonna be like, no. Can't just have $20. I'm not sure anyone here knows what that word even means. Do you mean like the actual word glamour? I say glamour is glamour, not glamour. Us proper Queen's English folk. Glamour? Yeah, never used in my locality. Alright. Think we're good. Anyone else want to yeehaw it up? I think we're good. You know what that means. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Remember, we're doing 2 more of these later in the day, so don't worry if you don't win this one. Also, Kea, if you'd be so kind, or any mod, to change the game name to Trombone Champ now, and then make a title of your choice. Sorry, I was trying to bait out the lurkers. I'm not trying to bait out the lurkers. I'm just trying to give prizes to people. If people just want to lurk and just say one thing, that's fine. Consensus is that the gameplay loop is solid with some bad launch bugs and subjective takes on the writing. I mean, it's just... Oh, Zen won. There you go, Zen. Zen, say something in chat to solidify your victory. Mr. Zendelman, paging Mr. Zendelman. You won! $20 of whatever the hell you want. You can just DM me on Discord and we can talk it over, okay? I was betting on Kea. Well, I'm going to remove your name from this and we'll do another one a little bit later. $20 of nickels. Oh, geez, not again.